One Mac model has been missing from Apple's lineup for a while, the 27-inch iMac, also known as the iMac Pro. Last introduced in 2017, Apple has since shifted focus. In 2021, the company launched a redesigned iMac with a 23.5-inch screen, marketed as a 24-inch model. Since then, no larger iMac has been released. This raises a key question: will Apple bring back a bigger iMac? And if so, what features will it offer? The last large iMac arrived in 2020, one of Apple's final Intel-powered devices. It launched in August, but was replaced just 7 months later by the redesigned 24-inch iMac. This shift sparked mixed reactions. The new model was impressed with its thin design and M1 chip, but some disliked its color options and aesthetics. In 2023, Apple upgraded it with the M3 chip, and by late 2024, it received another refresh with the M4 chip. Alongside this update, Apple tweaked colors, refined the design, and introduced USB-C versions of the Magic Mouse and keyboard, making it even more appealing. In 2022, Apple launched the Mac Studio, which many saw as a replacement for the larger iMac. It debuted alongside the Studio Display, a 27-inch monitor. Interestingly, this display uses the same panel as the 27-inch iMac models from 2014 to 2020. Apple simply repurposed the screen into a standalone monitor, removing internal components. However, it does feature an A13 chip to handle screen functions, but overall, it's just an external version of the old iMac display. The Mac Studio isn't the most compact device, but it's not huge either. Still great for a desktop setup. Compared to the 27-inch iMac though, it's a different experience since users must buy both the Mac Studio and the Studio Display separately. This brings up an important question: will Apple release another 27-inch iMac soon? If you're expecting a 27-inch iMac, the answer is no. According to a report, an Apple insider confirmed the company has no plans for a 27-inch iMac. This could mean two things: either Apple has completely scrapped the idea of a larger iMac, or they're just not making a 27-inch model. That leaves the door open for a 30-inch, 32-inch, or even 34-inch iMac. Many all-in-one desktops already have 30-inch or larger displays, so Apple launching a premium, bigger screen iMac wouldn't be surprising. If Apple does release one, what can we expect? Most likely, it will feature the M4 Pro and possibly the M4 Max. The M4 Pro seems almost certain, but the M4 Max is a toss-up. The M4 Max is already in the Mac Studio, which starts at $2,000. If Apple includes it in an all-in-one with a built-in display, the price could jump to $3,000 or more, about the same as an M2 Max Mac Studio plus a Studio display. Since that's already expensive, Apple might avoid going that route. With that in mind, the more likely scenario is that Apple puts an M4 Pro chip inside a larger iMac with an expanded display, which would be incredible. If Apple does decide to launch a bigger iMac, there's a chance they might bring back the iMac Pro name, which was last used in 2017. This would also make sense for a premium price point, likely around $3,500. Now, you might assume we are just making guesses about a new iMac, but is there any real evidence that it's actually coming? Well, we do have some leaks from sources like Mark Gurman, who has reported that Apple hasn't abandoned the idea of a larger iMac. He still expects it to be released. That being said, we have to be upfront. The rumors about it have died down lately. There hasn't been any solid confirmation yet, such as proof that Apple is actively producing a new iMac casing or other necessary components. If this new iMac does make it to market, it will likely feature a mini LED display along with ProMotion technology. The latest MacBook Pro models already include ProMotion, supporting refresh rates up to 120 Hz, along with mini LED panel. If Apple intends to brand this as a Pro desktop, they'll need to equip it with similar high-end features. If Apple plans to release it in 2025, we should start seeing more leaks in the near future. If the company is aiming for a launch next year, the most probable timeframe would be late October or November. In recent years, Apple has typically introduced new Macs during this period, making it a logical time for a new iMac to debut. If the device comes with the M4 Pro and M4 Max chips, this schedule seems quite realistic. However, we don't expect it to feature an M5 chip, as that is anticipated to arrive first with the next generation iPad Pro, likely by late 2025 or possibly even early 2026. For now, we'll have to wait and see what new leaks and rumors emerge in the coming months, but considering all the details we have so far, are you looking forward to the potential release of a new, larger iMac? Would you be interested in purchasing one, even if it comes with a hefty price tag of $3,500 or more, knowing that a Mac Studio and Studio Display together cost around the same? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you found this video enjoyable, don't forget to hit the like button. Until next time, take care, bye!